When my light hit him, I froze. He looked nearly identical to me. Same hair, same face, same clothes. I'm beginning to become convinced that it's really dangerous. Bruh, I straight have so much chills going through my body right now. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Rolling with Bearman. I know it's been a while since we've gone on a new adventure, and trust me, I'm missing it just as much as you guys are. I felt like today I just had to get out into nature. It's Sunday, so we're not gonna be able to stay the night because I gotta work tomorrow. But I was just fiending to get out here into nature and just relax and kind of quiet my mind. It's nice to get out every now and then. You guys know I love it out here. I was just like, I gotta go. So, hopped in the Longship, put Black Star Canyon in my maps navigation, and here we are. Black Star Canyon. Hi! And guys, I'm trying to get better with the bugs because you see you guys flaming. Oh gosh. Of course, as I'm saying that, a freaking bee flew into the Longship. Come on out. Come on out, buddy. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm trying to get better with the bugs. Because, I don't know, it's just so ridiculous that I am so, like, terrified of them. When I love being out here in nature, it's like, oi. Okay, and as I'm saying it, I'm like being scared of the bugs. It's gonna be a slow process, guys, but just know I'm working. Alright, I'm gonna get this bee out of the car. There we go. Oh, another new thing. I don't know if I've showed you guys this yet. We got the fob for the Longship. Guys, I've had this car since I was 17 years old. So 7 years almost 8. And I've never had the key fob. But once I got it, y'all, I can never go back. Oh yeah, and if you're new here, my name's Bearman, me and the Longship, aka my 2005 Toyota Sequoia. We go car camping, boondocking, all over California, all kinds of adventures. It's always a good time. I'm very happy to have you along on this one. And as always, let's roll. All right, I'm gonna get through the parking lot here. I will catch you guys once we're a little bit further up the trail. All right, y'all, we have made it out of the parking lot and onto the trail. This Black Star Canyon hike, I've never done the full thing because it's like 7 miles in, 7 miles back out. There's a waterfall at the very end. I tried to make it there back in high school, which is the last time I did this hike. Did not make it. And I'm not planning on making it all the way today. It's already almost 1:29, 1:30 p.m. Sunset's now around like 4:35, so not gonna have enough time today. Like I said, I just really wanted to get out here into nature. Just relax. Oh, and guys, you might be confused. How am I checking my phone, checking the time when I'm recording? Oh, well, you may have already seen on my Instagram story, but we up in the qual over at Rolling with Bearman. I picked me up my very first vlog camera. It's a Sony It's a Sony ZV-1F. Yeah, pretty sure it's ZV-1F. But guys, I mean, don't get me wrong, the iPhone quality is still very solid, but y'all, this is just different quality. I'm really liking it so far, and I really like that I'm able to use my phone for whatever it may be while I'm recording. Just so nice out here, guys. Seriously, can't stress enough how important it is to get out into nature. At least for me personally, my clarity, mental well-being and all that, I gotta get out here at least every so often. I mean, as y'all know, since I've started the job, I haven't been able to get out here nearly as much as I used to. It's only been one adventure since I started the job almost 4 months ago. Which, gosh, saying that just sucks. But we're making do with what we got. That is one thing that I'm very much looking forward to in the future. Is being able to adventure full time and just to feel like this at peace and just calm and happy all the time. I mean, I seriously just feel so great when I'm out here in nature. It feels like all my problems just flood away. I can just really relax and feel like myself. So one day, fingers crossed, not even fingers crossed, I know I gotta make it happen. one day I want to be able to just fully be out here. Which makes me think of the next step in the journey, which is getting my UGC or user-generated content portfolio all put together so I can start reaching out to brands and posting gigs on various freelancing platforms. And hopefully I'll be able to build up a pretty decent side hustle for that. Eventually the goal is to be able to do that full-time, as in rely on it for my full-time income. But realistically, I'd only want to be putting around 20 to 25 hours in per week, and the rest of the time just spend fully on the channel. And doing UGC would really complement my main goal, which is trying to turn this YouTube channel into my full-time gig. Oh, and if you don't know what UGC is, let me put you on real quick. So you got UGC marketing and you got influencer marketing. You're probably familiar with influencer marketing if you watch YouTube. That's when a company will pay you to promote their product in your videos to your audience. So that'd be like if today a company sent me, say, just for example, a pair of hiking boots. And then I would throw them on, tell you guys about them, go on my hike in those hiking boots for that brand, and in turn the brand would pay me for it. Obviously the amount would vary depending on the size of your following. And we're at like 715 or so now. Let's go. So if you haven't already, hit that sub, bro. Please. So that's influencer marketing. Then you got UGC marketing, or user-generated content, as I said. And that's where a brand will send you their product and pay you to make videos, make content for their use. You know, maybe to post on their Instagram account or add to their website or use it for whatever they might want to. So in the hiking boot example, it would be where they send me the boots, then I would film the content for them, then send it back to them, and they would use that content maybe on their Instagram or wherever they want. So rather than paying you to market to your own following, they'd be paying you to make content for their use. Now obviously when the channel gets bigger and we have more of a family on here, I definitely would like to transition out of UGC into influencer marketing, but I think UGC would be a very good starting point and to just kind of get my foot in the door. And like I said, it'd be like practicing making content for my own channel. So not only a very relevant side hustle, but hopefully one that can be lucrative enough to support myself and to save up for that van. But I eventually want to transition out of my full-time 9-to-5 and into doing that again full-time, because I'd be splitting the time between that and the channel, i.e. taking you guys on adventures, which as you guys know is my absolute favorite thing to do. So that is something that I'm definitely very much looking forward to. And I know I've been kind of negative recently about life in general. I've just been super unhappy at the job, guys. Makes me feel stuck, and I don't know. It's just not at all what I want to be doing with my life, and makes me feel like I can't work on what I do want to be working on. And I don't know, it's just like a life full of dread, which is no way to live at all. Which is why I'm taking these steps to try to get myself out of this, get myself onto a different path so I can really truly enjoy life. Because I really want to, guys. Don't get me wrong, but right now it's just kind of tough. But hey, dwelling on the negativity only brings more negativity. So my apologies for that. I'm gonna try to get on a more positive path. I mean, maybe it does suck that I have to keep the 9-to-5 for a little bit longer, but rather than focusing on that, I'm gonna try to focus more on the grind and the journey itself. They say, focus on the destination, or focus on the journey, not the destination. Whatever the quote is. And then hopefully one day I can look back at these videos when I'm in my van in the middle of nowhere with my 2 kitties, built exactly how I want it. And I can look back and be like, the grind was worth it. It sucked in the moment, but I persisted. I kept going, and here I am now, exactly where I want to be. Lately I've been trying to imagine and picture what a ideal morning in the van would look like. Imagine being out in the middle of nowhere, say in the middle of the desert, for example. I'd wake up hopefully not tired because I'd have a whole bed back there. Quick side note, guys. I wonder what this is. This is literally completely in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there's someone out there right now. Oh, and there's some Black Star Canyon lore that I want to share with you guys once we get to a spot where we can kind of post up at. And I'm whispering because it's kind of creepy. They say that there's often cult activity, even axe murderers out here hiding in the hills of Black Star Canyon. Wonder if that was one of them. Here we are. But anyway, wake up, hop outside the van to an absolutely beautiful, stunning landscape, and just be absolutely filled with that feeling of relaxation, calmness, and just That feeling where it's like everything's right now. You know that feeling? It's very hard to describe, but that's exactly how I feel whenever I'm out on my adventures in nature. Then I might walk 2 feet from my bed to the kitchen, turn my stove on, maybe make up some shilajit tea, bring my tea outside and just hit a little walk around. You know, I might look around and you can't see a single other person in sight. Just me and nature. Exactly how I like it. Then I'd hop back in my van, sit down on my desk, open my computer, throw on my Starlink or whatever it is that I might have, and start working on planning the adventure for the day, about what the video is going to be and whatnot. Maybe there's a hike in the mountains nearby to a beautiful lake, kind of like we did in Mammoth. Or maybe I'm up in Mammoth Mountain and it snowed overnight. Gotta shovel my way out of whatever campsite I'm at and get up to Main Lodge for some fresh tracks. I mean, the adventure possibilities are gonna be endless, guys. I'll be able to just freely explore the map, stay wherever it is I please, and to not have that impending doom feeling that this adventure is gonna end and I have to get back to my normal life. Because that will be my normal life, just worryless exploration. With my favorite people, you guys of course. I'm also very much excited to have a lot more free time to do what I truly want to do, even if it's completely unrelated to the channel. You know, maybe on my countrywide road trip, I'll stop in Austin, stay there for a few weeks, see if I can get on Kill Tony and go to all the comedy shows that I've always wanted to go to. Hit the mothership, shoot the shit with Joe, go on the pot, and I'm playing. But most of all, guys, I'm just excited to not feel mentally exhausted and just to feel that drive for life and that excitement for life. I don't know, I feel like I haven't felt that in quite a long time and I miss it. I feel like life's just much better when I feel excited for it. I mean, that goes without saying. Whew, gotta get the glasses back on, walking into the sun now. But I know in order to accomplish all those goals, I gotta take risks, and I know it's gotta be sometime relatively soon. The biggest risk of all would be quitting my 9-to-5. I mean, to leave a comfortable salary where you have an income to support yourself, to just completely delete that from your life, to chase something else that is unsure, it might not even work. I don't know, it's scary, but I'm going in with the mindset that I 100% will make it work, because I have to make it work, guys. I cannot keep living this way. And I apologize if I just sound like a broken record at this point, guys. I mean, to be honest, it's just the only thing that's on my mind these days, so it's one of the main things that comes out of my mouth when I'm talking to you guys. Well, I forgot to tell you guys, but I have already turned around, heading back to the Longship. So anyways, I think I'm just... Y'all think that's really electric fence? Which one? Nope. Kind of scared, guys. I don't think that was electric. It might have felt like a little tingle, but should I do another one? Nah, I don't think it's active. Because it should, like, kill me, right? I have seen another YouTuber, Ryan Toomey is his name, shout out. I know he has like a little fold-up electric bike that he keeps in the back of his van. But that leads me to my next question. What do you guys think are some things that I would want in the van or could benefit from the van that you wouldn't think of right off the top, or that you wouldn't see in like a watch this before starting van life type video? Like the bike could be an example of something niche and unique that could really go a long way. I don't know, maybe you don't even have any ideas, but if you do, or if you've seen on someone else's van life channel something that they really benefit from, do me a favor and let me know down below in the comments. All the ideas could help, guys. I mean, I'm really looking for inspiration from you guys for this van build and for the van in general, so let me know what you think. What could I use in the van that others might not think of? Oh, alright, y'all. We have made it back to the Longship. Walk back was further than I thought it was. I think I just got distracted venting to the camera. And I'm sorry for laying everything out on you guys. But like I said, I want to be more open with y'all, show you guys what's going on behind the scenes and what's going on inside my dome. And just keep you guys on the same page as far as what the plan is for the channel and for me. But I promise from here on out, I'm gonna try to be more positive about it, not mention it every other video like I kind of been doing. So my bad on that. I wonder if this one's electric. Oh, and I'm just now realizing I totally forgot to give you guys the lore on Black Star Canyon. From what I know, I remember back in high school, a lot of people would talk about it, and a lot of rumors went around saying there was a lot of cult activity here in Black Star Canyon, even axe murderers. Now, of course, these are all just rumors, but the rumors were big enough, or could be real enough, that my parents knew about them and they wouldn't want me coming to Black Star late at night. Obviously, as I got older, I was like, nah, screw that, I'm coming. I gotta see what's up with this. But I remember they'd always be very suspect about me coming here after dark. Or maybe they just like didn't want me coming here and doing drugs or some shit, I don't know. But hey, that never happened, so. All right, let's see what comes up when we go Black Star Canyon cult. Oh, 8 years ago, which is when I was in high school, warning, don't go into the Black Star Canyon. On Reddit, so you know that's where the real info at. And guys, this is so much nicer than what I used to have to do. I mean, before I'd have to stop the camera, pick it up, and then once I got the information, I'd try to memorize as much as I could. Then I'd put the camera back on the tripod, start recording again, get through as much as I could, and then go back to the phone and back and forth, back and forth. This is much better. Okay, this is kind of long, guys, but I think it's worth the read. You could skip through it if you want. Alright, this is warning. Don't go into Black Star Canyon by user Jason_Dalton on r/nosleep. If you are currently living in Southern California, do not go, in all caps, into Black Star Canyon. I'm posting this here because I know you guys have a fascination with the supernatural and other generally creepy things. If you read nothing else in this post, I want you to at least know not to go there. I'm beginning to become convinced that it's really dangerous. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Black Star Canyon is a popular trail in Orange County, California. If you live in the area, you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, everyone knows about Black Star Canyon. If you're looking for a place with a bad history, this is it. In the 1800s, settlers massacred the native Shoshone tribe living here. What? Yo, we've been to Shoshone. That's one of my favorite places that we've ever adventured to. Roll it back. Welcome back to Rolling with Bam Man.
That's so scary.
That's insane. Look at this. Oh yeah, look.
There's like beds in
There's like a whole bed. So crazy. It's really built into the mountain. We just heard some fucking demonic shit out in those hills, so we're mobbing to get the fuck out. Alright, let's keep it rolling. On top of that, there were several notorious murders committed in the canyon during the gold rush days. That's not all. The place has a history with secret KKK meetings, cult meetings, and even relatively recently, a bus full of school children was accidentally run off the road, falling into the canyon where all the passengers perished. The bus is still there today. What the? Dang, I should have read this lore before we went in there. I would have tried to go find the bus. There's even rumors of a man who will shoot you if you go too close to his property. I wonder if that's the dude that we saw. During the day, it's a popular hiking trail. It's got bike paths, cool waterfall, the works. At night, it becomes something entirely different. Just because of all the rumors, most reasonably, people stay away. And high schoolers and college students mostly come just to do stupid dares with their friends. Haunted or not, generally a good idea to steer clear at night. I am 100% coming back here at night. I've only been a few times. Normally, I take all the rumors with a giant grain of salt. I'm not really one for superstition. Though at night, even without the ghost stories, the place is chilling. Because of the way the canyon is shaped, you can hear a pin drop, it's so quiet. I'm starting to get scared, guys. Let me know if a KKK member or something walks up behind me. So why am I telling you all of this? Last night was my last time going there. I'll tell you what happened, but that's the only way to do it justice, really. Because it's about Halloween time, my friends and I got the idea to go down into the canyon at night. Mostly just for the chills. We decided to walk down to the old school bus, so we drove down to the mouth of the trail, parked, got out, and climbed under the gate to continue onto the trail. We were a group of 3 college guys, so we weren't too worried about anyone trying to mess with us. We began to walk down the main trail with our flashlights toward the school bus. I'd actually never been that far in the canyon before, but I wasn't all that scared. We mostly joked and threw rocks into the nearby bushes to freak each other out. Everything was going pretty well until we actually got to the bus. As we got further and further into the canyon, the air got colder and colder. The wind started howling, except this time it was way colder than usual. But we kept pressing on. We weren't going to let the wind and cold spook us this far in. We finally could see the bus from a distance with our flashlights. It's tipped over against a giant tree, grown over with weeds and heavily graffitied. We all had the chills. When we had enough of it, we turned back, and that's when the night started to go sour. As we made our way far enough from the bus that it was practically out of sight, all three of us began to hear moaning. It sounded like kids trying to grasp for air. We assumed it was the wind and kept walking until a bright light started blinking. It was like it was coming from the headlights of the bus, only that was impossible. The headlights had been gone for years. At this point, we decided someone was messing with us, but we didn't want to find out. My two friends urged me to keep walking, but I felt pulled to the bus. Ain't no way this fool goes back to the bus. The noises coming from the area were drawing me in. I wanted to leave with every bone in my body, but I felt physically compelled to go back. The headlights kept flashing, on, off, on, off. It was hypnotizing. I don't even know how to properly describe it. Eventually I snapped out of it and began walking much more quickly back to the car with my friends. No one was talking. What were those lights? In my mind, I rationalized that it was probably some other kids with flashlights, but I'm doubting that now. As we got back about halfway to the car, I noticed someone following us from a distance. What looked like a man was standing out about 100 yards behind us, motionless. Y'all, I'm getting the chills right now. I guess he must be a jogger or someone out for a late night run, but I knew that wasn't true. I didn't tell my friends about him. We were all creeped out enough and he wasn't threatening us. Huh? But every time I looked behind me, it seemed he had inched closer to us. Bruh, how you not about to tell the homies? I tried to ignore him. Finally, I could see the car again. I just wanted to get back. When we had finally made it, my friends began to climb into the car when they noticed the man too. Now he was standing right at the edge of the gate. It was too dark to see any of his features, but I took a few steps forward with my flashlight and asked if he needed something from us. When my light hit him, I froze. He looked nearly identical to me. Same hair, same face, same clothes. Only a little taller and sickly looking, like a real-life doppelganger. He was giving me the 1,000-meter stare. His dead-looking eyes locked right onto mine. I slowly backed away and ran back to the car. Bro, what? Flip. Hell no, bro. That is... Bro, I straight have so much chills going through my body right now. Okay, I didn't even know what to say to my friends. I just saw myself. Or did I? I just told them everything was okay, but we should probably get going. They sped out back onto the streets, and even though we had gotten our distance from the doppelganger, I still didn't feel totally safe. I've heard lots of rumors about things that happen in Black Star Woods. The phenomenon was new to me. But that's not even the weirdest part. When I got home from class this evening, I had a Facebook notification. It was my ex. She lives in a town called Coto de Caza. We hadn't talked in months, so it was kind of weird. The message read, "Hey, what were you doing in Coto last night?" Here's the thing, I wasn't. I debated filing a police report. I haven't responded to the message yet. The last thing I want is other people getting involved. I'm just not sure though. I don't even know if I'm perceiving everything right. All I know is, don't go into those woods. And another creepy thing is that this thread is locked. So you can't upvote, can't comment on it, nothing. Alright y'all, are you thinking what I'm thinking? We are 100% coming back here for a paranormal, spooky adventure, and I already got ideas flowing through my head, guys. And I want to go see this school bus for myself and experience this for myself. Maybe we'll find another Bearman, bro. We could do a collab channel, rolling with Bearmans. I don't know what y'all think. Two of me might be too overwhelming for y'all. I mean, just imagine both of us yapping. Oh, I hate my 9 to 5. Alright guys, camera died, so I got it plugged in the Longship right now. But I was reading up more on Black Star Canyon. It sounds like the property owners in the canyon, or the landowners, do not like people coming in at night. I guess the trail is closed at night, and the owners try to keep that enforced. Oh, and I also read that the school bus crash story with all the kids dying is more than likely just a rumor and didn't actually happen. But, I don't know. Spooky stories like this don't come out of places for no reason at all, especially a place like Black Star Canyon where there's so many stories. So I don't know, but all I do know is that we definitely gotta come out here and adventure one night after midnight and see what we can find. But anyways guys, I think that's gonna do it for today's adventure. Again, I know it wasn't much, nothing crazy, wasn't even overnight. Hopefully we'll be able to get back into more consistent adventures once the UGC thing starts taking off, and especially once I'm able to quit the job and hit the channel full time. And if you miss watching the classic Rolling with Bearman adventures, go check out my 500 subscribers special video where we went up to Morrow Rock, explored the area there. That was my last full adventure and it was a good one, guys. Go check it out if you haven't already. And guys, I'm trying to film more organically rather than cutting everything up. Because usually what I do is I film whatever it is I'm trying to film, and I have to say it like over and over again. I keep shooting retakes. But I gotta just remind myself, every single clip doesn't have to be perfect. And I like showing you guys the more organic part of things. So I try to keep it as... See, like right there, I just caught myself. I was about to start that whole entire sentence over. But let's keep it rolling. I try to keep it as organic as possible, so you guys see the reality of what I'm doing and what I'm adventuring and all the good stuff. And all the bad stuff too. I want to show you guys everything, so. And if you haven't already, don't forget to drop a comment below letting me know some ideas that you got for the van when I do have the van. For the build, it could be for the van itself, different specs or whatnot, different accessories to have, all kinds of things. Different ideas for how to keep the cats in there, how to keep them comfortable. Anything you might think of that wouldn't be on the typical build out your van for van life video or something like that. Let me know down below. I could use all the inspiration I could get. Oh, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Peace! But anyways, guys, I will catch y'all on the next adventure. Peace! Not hitting the camera.